So student, last class we have understand predicate logic. Okay. So in this class we have understand what are the rule of inference in predicate logic and in discrete mathematics. So first of all, what is the rule of inference and what is the role? क्या role है इसका? So rule of inference means you have means rule of inference means you do deduce new statement from the statement whose truth table we already know. Rule of inference are used means what is the meaning? So rule of inference means mathematical logic is often used for logical proof or valid argument that determine the truth values of mathematical statement. So argument is a sequence of statement. You have many statement. So whatever जो भी आपका you have a whatever last statement whatever you have, it is the conclusion, and all is preceding statement are told the premises and hypothetical. Okay, you have a 1 2 3 4 5 6 statement you have. So whatever last statement you have, it is known as the conclusion of the all the statement, and before this whatever statement you have, it is known as the premises and hypothetical. Okay, the symbol, this symbol read is as a therefore is placed before the conclusion. So a valid argument is one where the conclusion follows from the truth value of the premises. So rule of inference provide the template and guideline for constructing a valid argument from the statement that we already have. हमारे पास क्या होगा? In this we have a some statement. So here we have a some rule of inference defined. पहले से कुछ rule of inference is defined. So but in when we have given the मतलब exam देते हैं तो उसमें होता ना one statement P statement is given, Q is given, then option then R conclusion is given to it, and option में होता है कि क्या P is the right statement, P is the valid statement, Q is the valid statement, या P and Q is the valid statement, या R is the valid conclusion for the two statement. So by this method we can solve this type of question. So here we have some predefined rule of inference. So one by one we have understood all the rule: addition, conjunction, simplification, all these rules. Okay, first of all we have understand addition rule. So in addition rule, what is the if P is the premises, P is premises, we can use addition rule to derive P and Q. What is this? P and Q. So here P is the statement. What is the P? P is the statement and P is the statement. Sorry. P is the statement and P union Q means it is the OR. Sorry, it is OR. It is known as the OR. So if P is the statement, आपको P statement given है and उसका conclusion क्या given है? The conclusion is P union Q means P or Q. So suppose we have a statement. So suppose मेरे पास statement है let P the preposition he study very hard. मतलब मैंने statement दिया he studies very hard is true. Therefore my conclusion, what is my conclusion here? My conclusion is this: either he study very hard or he is very bad student. He study very hard or he is a very bad student. So what is my Q? Q क्या होगा? P मेरा क्या? P is he study very hard. So what is Q? Q is the he is a very bad student. So you have one method. अगर आपके पास suppose आपके पास you have a P है, suppose like this, then conclusion is this. Conclusion क्या आपका? P or Q. P or Q है. So you can verify, you can say that yes, both P and Q are the valid statement and conclusion is valid. So first method is this कि if you have remember this, अगर आपको addition rule पता है then you can apply. If you don't know, so how to prove? So first see what a statement is given. आपके पास P है, you want a Q. So what is this? P. P is there. So first of all you just make P क्या? What is the possible value of P? P true to, if you have a two variable, so true, false. The possible value of this is this. Then what is the Q? Q क्या होगा? Q is true, false, false हो सकता है, then it is true, then it is false. So how, when we make the truth table for this, it is P and the conclusion is P union Q means P or R. So you just find, क्या find करेंगे आप? P if this is if, then P V P V union Q or P union Q. You just find. Yes. Yeah, P. First of all, you just find 1 minute. So P. First of all, we just find this P union R. P union Q means P or R. कितना है या P or Q? Yes. P or Q means true 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 होगा, true false भी true होगा, at least one is true, then true, then it's true, then it is false. Then we want, क्या चाहिए हमें? ये मेरे पास, I am just writing this statement, मैंने P भी लिख दिया, I am just finding this also finding. So how to check कि what a statement is given to it is well. अगर आपको addition rule पता then it is okay. अच्छा, by addition rule, yes, P and this statement is valid, then it is right. But if you don't know, so how to check? So you just find, क्या find करेंगे? P whatever, ये आपका statement है, तो P, then if you just use this command, if, then what is this? P or Q. So yes, fine. What is this? First of all, P. True true कितना आएगा? It is true. True false. True true. Again true. False true. It is true. Then false false false. It is true. Means all the value is true. Means it is a tautology. Means you are at the end, whatever, मतलब जो भी आपका last statement है, what you want, if all the values true, then you say that it is true. If अगर आपके सारे मतलब सारा truth table is true, then you say that कि whatever statement and whatever conclusion is given to you, it is right, it is valid. Yes, it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay now, so what you find? So first of all, you just write down the P, then you just find the P union Q means P or Q. So you just make a table. So what is the relationship between this? If P, then Q, it is the conditional argument. So if P, then Q is, you just find this, आप इसको find करेंगे. If all the values true, then whatever statement, whatever conclusion is given to you, it is true. It is the way of check. मतलब आप कैसे check करेंगे ये? If अगर आपको ऐसा कुछ given है और आपको पता है, okay, it is the addition rule. It is predefined. ये predefined some method नहीं होते, जैसे हम बोलते हैं a plus b whole square. I know a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. जहाँ आता है we can apply. Suppose sometime is there a plus b raised to the power 6. हमें इसका स्क्वायर आई थिंक किसी को नहीं रिमेम्बर रहता, तो वी हैव जस्ट ओपन देन वी हैव सोल्व. हमें मेथड पता है. सो इट इज द मेथड. ये एक मेथड है. यू कैन check, you can verify what the statement and what the conclusion is given to you, it is valid or not valid. Yes, first rule is clear. What is the addition rule? In addition rule, you have one statement P, then conclusion is P or Q. Then if you have this type of statement and this type of conclusion, then you say that it is the addition rule, and what a statement and what your conclusion is given to, it is the valid. Question कैसे आता है? Question is this: the statement is valid or not, the conclusion is valid or not. ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन आता है ना when you give the any competition exam. Yes, all of you. अरे say yes या no.
Ma'am, no
Yes, ma'am.
idea.
Yes, no idea. When you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
when you give the any competition exam not related to discrete mathematics, any competition exam, any, so उसमें some question is there कि you the P, one statement is P is given to you, second statement Q is given to you, R is your conclusion, then you just मतलब the question में you have some option A B C D. So option A, क्या P is the valid statement, Q is the valid statement, या what a conclusion is given to valid statement, या वॉटर P इंटरसेक्शन Q इज द वैलिड स्टेटमेंट. आपसे इससे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है कि ये वैलिड है या नहीं है. तो हाउ टू चेक if all the values is true, then you say that whatever statement or whatever conclusion you have, it is valid. Okay. Then next is the conjunction. What is the conjunction? In conjunction, you have two premises. First is P and Q are two premises. So we can use conjunction rule to derive P intersection rule. I have a P, I have a Q. Then what is my conclusion? P intersection Q. What is P? P is the he study very hard. Then Q is the he is the best boy in the class. So it is my end operator. Which operator I have? Intersection है तो it is end. So he study very hard and he is the best boy in the class. So yes, all the statement is valid and conclusion is valid. So how to check this? इसको check करना हो तो कैसे करेंगे? So first is P. Write down P, Q. Then you have a two statement P and Q. क्या है? P and Q. So what you find? आप क्या find करेंगे? P intersection Q. First of all you find. Okay. ये find. अब क्या है? P and Q is your statement. Then conclusion is P intersection Q. You just find P intersection Q imply. ये आपके statement है क्या? If then this. What is the meaning? If then this, it is this. You just find. If all the value is true, अगर सारा value आपका true आ रहा है, then what the statement is given to it is the valid argument. Yes, it is clear. कि how to write. अगर आपको proof करना, if you don't have idea कि what is the conjunction, आपको नहीं याद है, तो it is the method to prove that कि what is statement आपके पास अगर कुछ ऐसा given है आपको, so you can verify by this कि if all the value is true, then it is the valid statement. So in conjunction, what is given to you? In conjunction rule, you have two premises P and Q. You have. So what is the conclusion? If you have two premises P hai, Q hai, then conclusion is P intersection Q. P and Q. It is your conclusion. Then next is the simplification. In simplification, if P intersection Q is the premises, first is P intersection Q is your statement premises. So we can use simplification rule to derive P. अगर P को मुझे derive करना तो we have used this premises. So P intersection Q. Then my conclusion is P. So what is P intersection P? He study very hard and he is the best boy in the class. So I'm just denoting in preposition is P intersection Q. Then therefore he studies very hard. So अब आपको पता है ये प्री डिफाइंड है. इट इज ऑल ये जो वोटर मेथड आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट इज प्री डिफाइंड. बट इफ यू हैव अ सिंपल आपके पास अगर कुछ ऐसा है तो हाउ टू प्रूफ? यू जस्ट फाइंड द ट्रूथ टेबल. आप उसका ट्रूथ टेबल फाइंड करना. P Q देन क्या चाहिए आपको? P इंटरसेक्शन Q. यू जस्ट फाइंड P इंटरसेक्शन Q. देन क्या फाइंड करेंगे? P इंटरसेक्शन Q implies P. If all the values true, then your statement is true. Okay, it is a predefined simplification rule. If you have this premises P intersection Q है, then what is your conclusion? The conclusion is P कि he studied very hard. Then next is Modus Ponens. In this, if P and P implies Q are two premises, हमारे पास क्या है? P and P implies Q. We have two premises. So by this we can use this rule of inference to derive Q. By this we can use, then we can derive. आपके पास P, if P then Q. First statement is this. Second is this. What is the second? Up to P is given, then what is your conclusion? Conclusion is Q. So how to find? Suppose if you have a password, then you can log on to the Facebook. आपने क्या बोला? If you have a password, then you can log on to the Facebook to log. It is my P implied Q. Then what is P? P क्या होगा? P you have a password. Then what is the Q? Q is the then you can log on to the Facebook. So it is a predefined. If you have this type of statement, this type of premises you have, that conclusion is this Q. सो आप ये भी ट्रूथ टेबल के थ्रू यू कैन इजीली फाइंड पी फाइंड करना, क्यू फाइंड करना, पी क्यू फाइंड करना, देन पी क्यू is end, it is connected by the end, p find करना, then suppose is given the name is c, मैंने इसको c दिया, then c and q, if all the values true, then is all the values true, then this is the valid statement and valid conclusion. Then modus tolerance means if p tends to q, if p then q and not q are two premises you have, then we can modus tolerance to derive not p. By this we have derived not p. So p tends to q, if p then q, not q, then what is conclusion is not p, negation of p. It is your conclusion. The important of this is this, if you want to derive not q, then you have used modus tollens. If you want to derive q, then you have used modus ponens. If you have derived to p, then you have used simplification rules. Okay, so it is the important. So here, so what is, if you have a password, then you can log on to the Facebook. This is my p tends to q. Then you cannot log on to Facebook not q, then what is not p? Not p is you do not have a password. It is your not negation of p. So disconjunctive, what is disconjunctive? In this you have a not p, आपके पास क्या not p है, and p or q, p union q are two premises you have. Then if you have a two statement this type, then what is your conclusion? Conclusion is q. Then it is not at a disconjunctive. So not p, p union q, then it is your conclusion is q. The ice cream is not vanilla flavor. Why am I not p? Not p is the negation of p. The ice cream is not vanilla flavor. The ice cream is either vanilla flavor or chocolate flavor. I'm just writing. Then what is my q? Q is the ice cream is chocolate flavor. Then hypothetical. What is this? P to q है, q to r है, are two premises. We can use hypotheticals to derive p tends to r. What is we derive? P tends to r means p tends to q, q tends to r, then p tends to r. It is your conclusion. If p then q, then if q and if q then r, so p tends to r is your conclusion. If it is ran, I shall not go to the school. If I don't go to school, I will not need to do homework. So what is my conclusion? If it is ran, I will not need to do homework. It is my conclusion. Then next is the constructive dilemma. In this, p tends to q, if p then q, and r tends to s, and p union r means p or r are two premises. First is this, second is this. We can use constructive dilemma to derive q union s. Means if you have p tends to q and r tends to s, then first statement is this, second is this, p union r, then what is your conclusion? Conclusion क्या होगा? q union s means q or s. So if it is ran, I will take a leave. Then my second statement, if it is hot outside, I will go for the shower. So then either it will ran or it is hot outside. Then what is my conclusion? My conclusion is this, I will take a leave or I will go for a shower. Yes, it is clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then next is descriptive. In this, if you have this type of statement, if p then q and r tends r then s, and you have second statement is not q, negation of q, union, negation of s are two premises. We can use descriptive dilemma to derive not p union not r. Means if I have this type of statement, first is this and second is this, then what is your conclusion? The conclusion is this. Okay now, समटाइम क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू आर गिवन द एग्जाम, तो आपको क्या गिवन है, आपको स्टेटमेंट गिवन होता है, ये स्टेटमेंट गिवन है, ये स्टेटमेंट गिवन है, देन आंसर इज दिस, फाइंड द कंक्लूजन ऑफ दिस. So if you remember कि it is a destructive dilemma, अगर ये pre-define है तो you can easily find the conclusion of this. Okay, so if it is rain, I will take a leave. P tends to Q. If it is hot outside, I will go for the shower. R tends to S. Then either I will not. What is Q? Q is I will not take a leave, or I will not go for the shower. Then your conclusion is either it does not rain, or it is not hot outside. Yes, it is clear, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is the use of this? The use of this rule of inference is when you have a two statement, आपके पास one statement, two statement you have, then the question is this कि find the conclusion of this. What is the conclusion? Suppose होता है two statement आपको given है, then what is the conclusion for this? First question is this type of this. Yeah, what a statement is given to you, statement given है, conclusion is given to you, then check कि it is the valid statement, valid conclusion है या नहीं. The second question is this. Okay, so for this we have some rule of inference we have defined. It is the predefined, it is the predefined rule of inference are there. If you have this type of statement, then automatically you know the what is the conclusion for this. Okay, if you have a मतलब in general अगर एग्जाम में आपके पास क्वेश्चन आ गया, टू स्टेटमेंट इज गिवन टू, कंक्लूजन इज गिवन टू, तो हाउ टू फाइंड इट इज द वैलिड और नॉट, यू जस्ट मेक अ ट्रूथ टेबल, देन यू कैन इजीली डिटरमाइन. ओके,
Okay, ma'am.
any doubt?
No, ma'am.